The gains.
Yo, he's got them gains. But this is gonna be
Ooh.
Rob versus Mario. Couple
Oh,
of couple of characters that have quite a bit of a storied history, if I do say so. Like these, both of them, kind of bouncing back and forth between who can potentially overcome the other when it comes to a pure matchup perspective.
yeah, definitely. And I feel like when we're talking about, matchups, I feel like consistency, kind of question it becomes comes into question because we know that Mario's combo game is absolutely crazy, and of course Rob really just needs one hit to get those gyro combos off. But I feel like with Mario, every move can kind of like combo into itself a little bit more consistently, and so maybe Delta has the edge there. But this is Greg House we're talking about. This is Rob. And right now, both these guys pretty evenly matched so far. Of course, Greg finally getting that grab, the down throw into the up air to dish out a little bit more damage. But so far, Greg has been in the driver's seat.
Yo, the patience that was shown off from Greg House, that was
Crazy.
so nice. Not even committing to a jump, just the fear of a late up air causing Delta to go for that fastball air dodge and getting punished accordingly. That type of awareness of an option and being willing to not pull the trigger is some really smart stuff from Greg House. Hey, remember back when Collision 2023, Greg made it to like top 64, almost into the top 32 range as well. He might have even gone there. I would have to double check my numbers.
What a
He is
guy.
no slouch of a competitor. It's just
Oof.
attendance.
Yeah, and
And
Delta.
Delta can just let it swing sometimes.
Exactly. Speaking of let it swing, those arms are going to be swinging upwards and sending Delta into the blast zone. So I was going to say, like, Delta's kind of clawing his way back, but I feel like Breakhouse, again, in the driver's seat, has this in command. And it's just tough because Delta hasn't been able to get out of disadvantage a lot. And when he does, he doesn't make the most out of, these straight hits, like from these up airs. Just trying to combo into a Nair, I'm not sure if that's really the option you want to go for.
Yeah, it's hard to say for sure, but it seems like Delta is really trying to set up for horizontal extensions, hence these like up air nair follow ups.
Hmm.
But it's really tough to set up to carry Rob across stage, especially with characters that have good SDI.
Oh,
Oh, like
yeah.
you're fine.
Conditioning at its finest, because if you're dealt in that position, you can't really do much. If you jump, Greg House got that with the roto arms. The gyro is gonna catch no jump or even an air dodge by chance. So Greg House had that on lock. Seatbelts on, guys, and we're in for a ride today because Greg House is again up 1-0 against Delta, and in that entire game, like I mentioned before, it was just Greg House pushing advantage so hard. And this right there, that was a nice setup from Greg House, just to force Delta into a bad position. So more of that, and Greg House is going to be moving on to the next round.
Yeah, he's trying to line up a potential match against Syrup up in a winner's side top 8 qualifier if he's able to take this game. But Delta setting up on a more favorite stage of his own. As mentioned earlier, he likes to set up for some of these horizontal extensions, look for regrabs, look for resets, and finish things off with something like a bear or a bear. Town and City can offer that in plenty if you play your cards right. Oh, these uppers out of
Ooh.
shield, taking advantage of Rob's big body and converting into so much, but those
Oh.
large corners not going to result in this stock. Plenty of damage here, Jelly.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, getting the lead against Greg House is going to be super important because Mario can kind of just throw it like a back air, a back throw, even an up smash. A lot of these moves are really quick and can kill. Speaking of killing, not going to do the trick just yet, but you can see that Greg House is looking for this kill. Doesn't get it once again. That move is still, but the third time's the charm right there. With the up air, Greg House is catching Delta's landings, which, fair play, because Delta hasn't been landing very well.
Yeah, it's been a real trouble just falling victim to the next line in whatever the mix-up is from Greg. He's been waiting a little bit, waiting for the air dodge and punishing that, pressing early and getting hit for doing nothing, trying to wait out and call out Greg has to be patient. Delta just one step behind time and time again of this offensive spectrum that Greg hasn't been going for and not finding those neutral wins to make up for it.
Yeah, and Delta Force trying to make it up by trying to get a few reads. Earlier, I just saw him try to do down tilt, read an air dodge into forward smash. So you know that Delta's getting desperate, runs up with the noggin, up smash, gonna take that stock, but Delta Force had quite the lead, and it's just been diminished immediately. Good match, just to get out, and air dodges away. Delta Force can definitely bring this back. All it takes is one good up air, one good string. Maybe a forward air spike, potentially, to take the stock early.
Looking for these up airs out of shield. Okay, there's a nice starter. Just a simple throw. It's been a lot of trying to anticipate jumps and find a straight up air to start
Oops.
the party.
Oh, you're
Wow.
gone, right?
You are, yeah, oh sevens in chat. Like once you lose your jump there against Rob, he doesn't even have to go off stage. Gets the Robo Beam, the gyro, all
Oh
in that
my.
to cover the space. That's some nice combo damage though. The back air to cover the roll. How large can we chase? Not far enough as Breakhouse just goes over. Even able to retake center stage and playing the mini game of Nair Gyro. What do you do about it?
Not much, clearly. I mean, Delta Force, not Delta Force, sorry, Delta, um, has no real option. Greg House just kind of playing towards this antsiness. Oh, the jab doesn't get the forward smash. I don't think he meant to go for that third jab there, but Greg House is gonna run away, gets that forward smash there. Delta's like, if I ain't gonna get it then, I'm gonna get it now.
It's still locked in his memory. It's like, I should have had this punished. Just give it up, guy.
I need it! Like,
All right.
alright, I'm
Nope.
liking this usage of Flood right now, just to push Greg House away, knowing that, you kind of have to gift Greg House that ability to go up high, recover. So long as you can stay on the ground and maintain stage control, I think that's all Delta is really worried about. And, I mean, it's working. It's paying dividends.
Fake reflect on the Robo Beam as well. Up airing through the back air, unintimidated, and the trade with the up tilt. It's getting so close here, Joey, as we see just taking the conversion, taking the damage, able to reset these landings over and over, playing around the middle platform. This is the layout Delta seems so comfortable in, but that is right now heading by the wayside. No more platforms, nothing to get into the way of Greg House trying to land. For the dash attack catch the 2-frame, does not find it. Oh,
Yeah.
that's tough. The double back air and lets the up smash rip, anticipating Delta not shielding. Perhaps he can try to dash away or dash in for an extra step in that block string. Maybe something like back air, up smash. But Greg House is going to let it rip first and get the W in a kind of a tight finish for that game, which does seal Greg House into a winner's quarterfinals match.
Yeah, I think that last game was really a testament to Delta's comfortability, really, when it comes to different stages. Because we know PS2, right? Everyone goes to PS2.
Oh,
Not
yeah.
not a lot of people really choose Town and City, and so that comfort pick definitely was doing well for Delta at the beginning and a little bit at the end. But with this first game from Greg House, you kind of could tell that he was reading Delta super hard, and it was just Delta with no real answer, not only to recover but also to land. And in this game, he did a better job. He actually kept Greg House in disadvantage for a good amount of time. But this is what I was talking about with the landing. It's just when you air dodge too early, when you use your jump, you can't land with like a down air. It's super difficult. But Delta still made it work, kind of. It was just at the end where he was just mashing back air a little bit too much. When you rely on the same options over and over again, you can get called out for it. Greg House doing a very good job. So 2-0 to him.
Yeah, he pulled it out in the clutch. Like had to make a play, especially being down in moments like this, put to the brink. Oh, maybe that back air was just a little bit too high to be
Yeah.
perfectly safe. Either way, though, like it was a good recognition on the part of Greg House, or to pull the trigger there and continue to be one step ahead of Delta when it came to Greg House picking offensive options into Delta's defense, always finding the holes in that defense in order to take the win 2-0, which will bring us to our next winners side, winners round three set